Yeah, welcome to today's class. Today we want to look at variable length array. Previously, what we've been doing was to declare an array and initialize it at compile time. But what if we don't know what the size is at compile time? What if the size is dependent on the user? What are we going to do? So that is where variable length array comes in. And I think this is an important place to end array. But somebody asked me to do something on Gram-Smith process. I don't know if I will look into it. If not, we'll go straight into pointers. But if we will do that, then probably that is what I will show you in the next class. So let's look at variable length array. How do we declare an array, and at runtime we give the size and it will give us an output. I'm also going to use a formula to populate the array once you input the size. So let's do this. So we say include stdio.h, right? I'll declare my main int main function. Now, I don't know the size of my array, so I'm going to declare a variable that will hold the size at runtime. So I will say int size, right? Then here I will say print f, enter um, enter value of array. Enter value of array. And then I'll give space and then do this. Then I will use my scanf function. So printf function will print this out on the screen. Enter value of array. Then I will enter a value. So that value that I will enter, scanf will take it, right? %d, comma, and we'll put it in the address of size. Then, so once scanf stores that size in this place, I'm now going to declare my variable length array, which will be int array size, whatever that size will be. So the first thing is I will declare this variable size is an integer variable. I will now use my printf function to print out this enter value of array. I will enter the value. Scanf will take that value and go and store it in the address of this size. Then I will declare my variable length array, which is this. I'm going to use a for loop to populate it. So I will say for int I assign 0, I less than size, I plus plus. So inside this, my for loop, I am going to say that array I assign I plus 1. Then I will close my for loop. So this is how I'm going to initialize the array. So if here I say the array size is 5 and I press enter, it's just going to do this. So it will come here. When I type 5 on the board, it will assign the 5 to this size. Then I declare my array, and the size of the array will be what? 5. The moment I press enter, this for loop will assign the value, will populate the array as this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how is the for loop going to do that? It will check. The first thing it will do is it will create I and assign 0 to it. I less than size, that is true. meaning I less than the 5 that I'm going to put, that is true. It will come in. And the index is 0. It will add 1 to it and then assign that value to what? To AR0. So it will assign 1 to it, which is this place. Then it will increment I, and it will check 1 less than size, which is 5. That is true. It will come in. It will do this. The index is what? Index is now 1. So 1 plus 1, that is 2. It will assign it to this one. So it will be what? AR1 will give you 2. So that is how it's going to populate this. So any amount of size that I pick, automatically it will populate that array using this formula, right? So this is how I have created my variable length array. Now, I've populated the array and now want to print it out on the screen. This is populated, meaning insert this value into the memory. I want to now print it out on the screen. So I will say print f element of array, right? Then I will close this. So I'll bring in my for loop for int I less than size, I plus plus. Then inside this my for loop, I will now say print f %d /n. Then what will be it? Array I. Then close my for loop, and then I'll say return 0. Then this one, I'll close it. So this is a very simple program for what? Variable length array. So at runtime, once I press enter, it will print out this on the screen. Enter value of array. Then I will put the value as 5. Scanf will take it and store it in this variable. Then I will declare my array, which is what? Array size, which is what? The size is 5. Then it will come to this for loop. It will check, assign 0 to this variable, which is I. And then to check I less than size, that is true. It will come in. Using this formula, it will populate it. That is how it's going to populate this array. Then it comes to this place, print f. It will print out element of array on the screen. Then it will use this for loop again to now access that array to pull out the value. So assign 0 to I less than size, that is true. It will come in and it will print out whatever it is. So it will be at array 0, it will access 1. So it will print out this value. It will print out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. To print it out like this on the screen. So let's go to code blocks. Let me demonstrate this for you to see. We've done a lot on arrays. So, like I said, I might teach that Gram-Schmidt process, or I will go straight into pointers in the next class. So we will see in the next class. Let's go to code block. Let me demonstrate this for you to see. And if you have come with me this far, do not forget to subscribe or follow me on my Facebook page if you have not done so. Let's go. Okay, so these are code block, and this is the script for variable length array. I've taught you this on the board. So these are main in size, print, enter array size. Okay, I wrote a different thing on the board. Enter array size. Scanf is going to take whatever you enter, and then it's going to store it in the address of this variable size. Then I'm declaring my variable, which is what? This is a variable length array. And I'm using this for loop to populate it with this formula. Then I'm printing out array elements, and then I will use this this for loop to access the array and print out the values on the screen. So I'm just going to execute this for you to see. Now it's asking me enter array size, which is what is here, enter array size. So I'm going to enter 5. I'm entering 5, then I'll press enter on the keyboard. Enter. See, it will show me array element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I run it again, it will ask me enter array size. If I put 10 and I press enter, see, it will show me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe you go to somewhere to buy something and they're asking you for the quantity. You enter the quantity and then the thing will dispense. So that is variable length array. So that is what I want to show you in this class. If you have come with me this far, do not forget to give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so. You can also follow me on my Facebook page if you have not done so. So till we see in the next class. Bye-bye.